Alright, what's up? I hope everyone is doing amazing well. This video is about to be about the carnivore diet. And I feel like in this whole entire self-improvement space, the carnivore diet has been like picking up a lot of steam and it's becoming a big fad, and I'm going to like tell you my experience with it after like starting my cut, after being almost 2 months into it, and just to like so that you can have a perspective and just so that you can like see the use case scenario for something like the carnivore diet. Actually, I'm going to reframe that. It's so what I actually tried was the animal based diet, which is something I'm actually an advocate for. I'm not an advocate for a completely carnivore diet because I do feel like carbs are an essential part of, it's a whole ass fucking macronutrient, for fuck's sake. Like, you can't just exclude a whole macronutrient. Unless you can't like completely eliminate carbohydrates for the entirety of your lives. I feel like that would have more detrimental effects when it comes to something like sleep, because tryptophan is something that you would need in order for sleep to be regulated. Carbohydrates pretty much help tryptophan, which is like an amino acid, reach the brain properly and it's like synthesized well, and it helps your brain release serotonin in your bloodstream. And serotonin is like a feel good hormone. It can have like an impact on mood, it can have an impact on behavior, and it's commonly like it's kind of like dopamine, but it's like linked to like feeling good and living longer. So I'm pretty sure you want to live longer if you're on fucking self-improvement, because otherwise what are you self-improving for? So what I do is something where an animal-based diet. So in my animal-based diet for the last few months, what I've been primarily eating is some sort of like meat, 100%. Like, that's non-negotiable. That's the first thing which comes to mind when I say animal based. So I usually like, I'm currently in India right now, and the two meats that are widely available to me are goat meat and chicken. So those are the two I consume on a regular basis. When it comes to my carbohydrates, I usually rely on honey. Honey is literally my main source of carbohydrates. And I feel like honey has been like a real game changer for me. Like, especially like before workouts, I feel like taking like a tablespoon or two of honey can have an amazing impact, especially if you're trying to cut. Like, for the last 2 months, for the last 1 month actually, I've been trying to cut. It's been like a complete game changer, because when I'm like completely like into my cut, I feel, and I'm super depleted, I get like cranky as fuck. Like, I like my mood is terrible. I feel so not energetic, etc. Like, I have to rely so much on like stimulants, and something like honey really just helps me like boost my mood back up, boost my energy levels back up, regulate blood sugar like normal, pulls in water into my muscle cells, which is like definitely good. Like, it helps like with like a pump and stuff. Like, you see like how fucking flat that is. Like, that's how it feels on a fucking cut. Okay, so I'll show you after one of my refeed days how good the pump looks after I have like a little bit more carbohydrates in my system. But if your goal is to lose fat, I would say it's a very like great option for you to lose weight, just because it is so satiating. It's genuinely fucking hard to overeat on an animal-based diet. Overeat on the real animal-based stuff, such as like milk, eggs, meat. You can barely overeat on that. If like, just for context, 2,000 calories of eggs looks like 30 eggs. I did that shit for a whole month in December of 2022. That is not fun, bro. Like, that is completely not fun. So I would say switch to an animal-based diet if you're trying to lose weight, and have like some use of like some sort of like carbohydrates when it comes to like either fruit or like something like honey, or like you'll get natural carbohydrates from milk as well, like in form of like lactose if you have lactose like induced milk. So I would say, and in my experience, I have actually dropped a lot of fucking weight when it comes to like being on an animal-based diet. So this is how I started looking, like when I was starting my cut. Like, I'm down to 189 pounds now, and I think when I took that picture, I was nearly 200 pounds. So in a month, I've lost 10 pounds. So a lot of it is also water, because when you're on like an animal-based diet, your carbohydrates are not really that high. Your fats and protein are like extremely high, and that's where majority of your calories really come from, especially if you're eating red meats like me. You end up losing a lot of water weight as well. So like, a good chunk of it is water weight as well, but a good chunk of it is actual real fat mass as well. And I feel like being on an animal based diet, it helps me retain way more water. Sorry. It helps me retain way more strength, right? In the gym, I have literally never ever felt stronger. Like, I genuinely got stronger in some exercises. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, genuinely got stronger in some exercises. Like, rear delts got stronger, my back got stronger. My chest, I have no fucking idea if it got stronger or not. Just because there's this thing me and my friends are doing. It's like a challenge where to earn your time on social media, you have to do push-ups. So one push-up earns you 1 minute. It's like an app. It tracks how many push-ups you do. So for each push-up you do, you get like an extra minute. And it's like a competition. Like, whoever has banked the most amounts of push-ups and consumed the least amount of social media wins. Like, it's just fucking hard to track how many just track how many, like, how much weight I'm doing on chest, because I just feel fucking sore on chest days as well, just because of the amount of fucking push-ups I'm doing. We've been doing this challenge for like 3 days now, and it's fucking fun. Like, I've done like over 400 push-ups in the last 3 days just to earn my time on social media, and it's just been super super fun. The app is called ClearSpace. I have a post about it somewhere like down in the forum section, so definitely check it out. It's super super fun. I'm gonna repeat this fucking challenge next week, so if you're interested in it, join it for sure. But back to the animal based thing. So my strength has generally gone up in like most regards, in like most like muscle groups, and I feel like my chest has surely gotten stronger as well. And that's the one thing I like about animal based. Like, I feel like I retain a lot more muscle, like generally a lot more muscle. And the one indicator I use is my strength. So if my strength is still high, that's a good indicator for me to say, okay, most of my muscle mass is being retained. Whatever weight I'm losing could either be water or fat most of the time. So that's a good approach I have towards an animal based diet. And one more thing that I attribute to see if I'm losing fat / if I'm tanking my testosterone. I feel like this is one of the best ways to gauge if you're dieting too hard on an animal-based diet. It's gonna sound fucking funny, but it's actually your libido. So, are you in the mood to do whatever? Are you like, do you feel like horny? That's bottom line, right? Do you feel horny? Do you wanna fuck? Like, that's, I'm being so dead ass. Like, if you feel like your like mood or like your like energy levels when it comes to stuff like that has gone completely down, that's probably an indicator that you are dieting a little too hard. And that is an evolutionary response that has been developed over hundreds of thousands of years. This is like what our body does when it feels like there's scarcity of resources. Because if you're eating too little calories, it's a signal to your body that, okay, we're not resource abundant, so we need to conserve that energy. Why the fuck would we rather direct that energy towards hunting and gathering food and resources if we're not gonna try to procreate, because we cannot afford that, right? So like, if you're dieting too hard and your libido is dropping, it actually might be a sign that you're dieting a little too hard, your calories are a little too low, and you might want to bump that number up. But the two supplements that you take, one is this one, and I feel like this works, okay? I don't know if this was placebo or not, but it has genuinely worked for me. It's called Long Jack Tongkat Ali, and it comes from this company called Force Factor, and it's the same way how maca root works. Not the same way, but it's the same idea. Like, maca root's like supposed to like increase your amount of like your libido pretty much, and it does so by directing more blood flow towards your penile area. Whereas this does achieve the same goal, but by increasing your testosterone levels. So if you're into increasing your testosterone levels, if you're a guy, which I'm pretty sure you are by the majority of people in this group, you probably are interested in increasing your testosterone levels. If you're not, there's surely something wrong with you, or you're on fucking testosterone or something. But this actually, it has worked for me. I cannot say for anyone. I'm not an expert. Can't say for everybody. But for the two other people I know who have taken this, it has fucking worked. Like, it has worked wonders. Like, I feel amazing even on a calorie deficit. Like, even on days I diet too hard, it's not like I feel like I'm dying. So this is one of the supplements I take, along with creatine. I feel like everyone should just take creatine. Like, it's the most studied research supplement out there. So, and it's gonna help you increase cognitive health as well as like strength gains. So those two supplements, that's my 2 cents on the animal-based diet / carnivore diet. Like, I've not tried the carnivore diet yet. I probably won't, just because I don't think like that's a lifestyle I can sustain, and I feel like an animal based diet is extreme enough for me, and it's still very sustainable. Like I don't think a diet should be a diet per se. Like it should be your lifestyle. Like if you say it as a diet, that just means like, oh, you're gonna come off the diet at some point, right? Just make it a part of your lifestyle. Just let the food you eat be the way you live life. And that is it for this video. Share it with someone. This video is unlisted, but definitely ask more questions if you have about the animal based diet. Share your experiences, bro. Share your fucking experiences in the comment section, and I will probably see you in the next similar video I will make. Till then, I don't have a fucking code, but I don't know, fuck it.